Yeah. I had to get up out my house, I had to leave, I'm gone, yeah. Had to go out on my own, I had to show I'm gone, yeah. Had to pay for all of this, I had to take a loan, but how it's homecoming made me feel I came home. So it's going, look around, all this melanin. I'm talking movie enchiladas, that's a heresy. If I was from Zamunda and I left the motherland, I would've went to find my queen at Spellman. Hey, well-read Morehouse men, they wearing suits. Hampton Powder say it's true, they ain't real, they ain't true. This ain't Honey Boo Boo back there, this is the thing. When she get that sash, we say, she's your queen. I spoke to Spike Lee and Samuel Jack. They say go to Black College, you won't wanna go back. They said, I had the time of my life. HBC, I love my H from my B, my B is from my C. I love my HBCU. I do, I do. I love my HBCU. I do, I do. Financial aid, grand, why you in? Yeah. You ain't seen no girl for months, now she pro-based. If you ain't Greek, better not step on them plots, cause it'll pop off if more folks stay cute. Fried chicken Wednesday, better hit that kitchen. Swag surfing, locking on, we swear that we do. Parties turning up indoors in the laundry room. Home building, you got like a family reunion. Just be a football game, and my best day there. Building game, ain't nobody left there. Southern girl and all you best there. Man, strong, moving to the music, moving there. Come in as a Raji B. They said go to Black College and knowledge is more sweet. They said I had the time of my life. HBC, I love my H from my B. My B is from my C. I love my HBC. I do, I do. I love my HBC. I say I do. I'm trying to go to a place in your life. Everyone around you look just like you. Stalk around, sound bright, surround my back, and you don't stay flying. See, you don't need a spaceship to go to a different world. It feels like home, but this is a different world. Where skin is in. If you want to get for real, you don't have to be the time, you don't have to be a homie. You don't have to find my biggest emotion. Love your life, drink your potion. You can be who you want to be in this place. Say, from a hierarchy or a black culture around the world in one location. Vacation to Western Salem and Prairie View, Langston, Dillon, and TSU. I'm in college and TSU ain't in Cheney and Fairview. Parking lots out there, Google, Alabama State, Jackson, and West State, North Carolina, and T-School, G-School, 4-86, me, 20-year-old brother, chillin' all he got. They say Black College help him get the money that they got. They said, oh, hey, the time of my life. HBC, my H from my B, my B is from my C. I love my HBC. I do, I do. I love my HBC. I do, I do.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another evening of the HBCU Power Hour. Let me start by apologizing. Today, we're supposed to have Patrick Shaw on, and the brother texted me, not called, but he texted me at 6:46 to let me know he will not be able to join us. But we are still going to feature Southern University of New Orleans. They don't call me HBCU for Mr. HBCU for nothing. So I'm going to try to do this and promote Southern University of New Orleans without the help of the mission recruiter, Patrick Shaw. So let's start just by looking at some of the opportunities that Southern of New Orleans have. Bear with me. Here we go. Bam.
Good things are happening here at Southern University at New Orleans. Academic programs that teach you the skills for the jobs that are in demand now. A growing modern campus that fits the needs of all its students.
Suno is career building.
Career changing.
An accredited curriculum of studies in business and the sciences at Suno, the most affordable university in the greater metro area.
Let this be your turn and your time to succeed with Suno.
Go to suno.edu. Southern University at New Orleans.
My bad. I had to kick myself out the own studio. Listen, Southern and New Orleans, they are located in New Orleans. So if you want to go to New Orleans to go to school and hit the French quarters and have a good time, as an out-of-state student, it's just north of $16,000 a year. Just north of $16,000 a year. Yes, that's cheaper than most in-state institutions. And let's hear from the president.
Greetings, and welcome to Southern University at New Orleans, SUNO as we affectionately call. I am Lisa Mims Devizaire, the 8th Chancellor and proud alumna of this great institution. Southern University at New Orleans is one of 5 campuses within the Southern University system, the only HBCU system. Our campus, SUNO, was founded in 1956 and opened in 1959 with 158 students. We now boast of an enrollment that exceeds 2,500 and more than 16,000 graduates. Some of those alums include Dr. Henderson Lewis, Superintendent of the Orleans Parish School System, Attorney Wesley Bishop, Louisiana State Senator from District 4, Dr. Joseph Bowie Jr., Louisiana State Representative from District 97, and a former Chancellor of Southern University at New Orleans. The late Louis Westerfield, the first African American to serve as the Dean of the University of Mississippi School of Law and the Loyola University of Law School. The late Oretha Castle Haley, civil rights activist for whom a New Orleans street is named. The late Avery Alexander, civil rights activist whose bronze statue stands in the center of a New Orleans medical complex and has a school named in his honor. The Honorable Nicole Shepard, Orleans Parish Civil District Court Judge, Division J. Programs on the campus include the nationally known Dean Millie M. Charles School of Social Work, the Forensic Science Program, which is the only one of its kind at a Louisiana HBCU, public or private, AACSB, Internationally Accredited College of Business. We are a residential campus with housing overlooking Lake Pontchartrain. We have a 2,500 student enrollment. 90% of our students receive federal financial aid. Students who attend SUNO are surrounded by a community of learners, a caring and involved student body, and a nurturing faculty, 80% of whom hold the terminal degree. 2 faculty members are recipients of the United States Presidential Award winners for mentoring students in the STEM discipline. Students have made presentations at national, state, and local conferences and seminars. Students who are looking for an excellent and affordable education should take a look at SUNO with a student-professor ratio that allows students to have more one-on-one interactions with their professors. Students who attend SUNO will have an opportunity to share in a diverse body population. Students who desire to become productive and contributing citizens in the global society or pursue a professional degree should seriously take a look at SUNO. Here at Southern University in New Orleans, we are a team. A team for SUNO means togetherness empowers
Hey, you not
all
coming on?
mechanisms. It's your turn. It's your
Oh, you didn't?
time. Come, be a part of our team.
All right, hold on. I see it. The Southern University of New Orleans. Sound like it's a good school to me. And you know, New Orleans always been one of my favorite cities. If I had a chance to turn back the time, I probably would end up there myself. But they only have what? Social work, business, and forensic science. So I still would have majored in business. So if you have any comments, any questions about Southern University of New Orleans, now they have 3 campuses. The Southern University that everybody knows with the Satin Dolls in Baton Rouge. They got a Southern University in Shreveport, and this one, of course, is in New Orleans. So if you're looking for an HBCU, that's just north of $16,000 a year, and that's including out-of-state fees. Now, if you have a 2.75, you can get an out-of-state fee waiver that will drive the tuition and room and board a lot less than $16,000 a year. So if you're looking for a small institutions, class size 13-1, and to be in a dormitory, what is the lake? The Chesapeake River or the Chesapeake Lake? That's where the dorms is located at. So if you have any questions, go ahead and write it in the comment, and we're going to do the best we can to answer it. Now, also, what you may know, for people who are local, here in December the 17th, our good council member, Jeff Williams, is arranging our holiday party at Wilson's Night Out. Wilson's Night Out, that is located in Swissville. And it's a Black-owned business, and we always try to support Black-owned businesses. So this year's Christmas party, because I know the past 2 Christmas parties, it was at Jerome Bettis, but Jerome Bettis Grill number 36 is no longer open. So we want to have it at Wilson's Night Out. And, of course, it is free. What's up, Danielle? You want to come on? Let's see if she want to come on with us. And it is free. What I would like to try to do this year, if it's at all possible, to do an HBCU hoodie drive. That way we could collect some hoodies to give to the area school kids. So we could definitely get our HBCU message out as well. We got Fawn Walker on. I just seen her post. Fawn Walker is also a Western Pennsylvania Council of HBCU alumni member located over there in the Mon Valley. And we still working on that proclamation for McKeesport to let folks know that Western Pennsylvania is represented amongst one of our HBCUs of Johnson C. Smith. So since we don't have a guest today, I mean, ain't that jive? He stood me up by text message 1 hour before the show started. But that's okay. We still was able to feature Southern University of New Orleans. So if you're looking, and also they are on the Common Black College app, the Western Pennsylvania Council of HBCU Alumni. If you live within a Pittsburgh or the Western Pennsylvania area, and you want to apply to 65 historically Black colleges or universities for free. Yes, I said it, for free. You could do that through us on the Common Black College app. And Southern University of New Orleans is one of those HBCUs that is on the Common Black College app. So we want to have a short show today. This is going to be the HBCU half hour power hour. Half the power, half the hour. So I think if you want, let's go ahead and do the Kahoot game. And we're going to share the screen. So if anybody want to log on and see if we wrong Kahoot. Let's see. Let me try the other one. My bad, y'all. Let's see if we get on this Kahoot game. Let's see. All right, that's the pin number. We're waiting on players. Come on. We are waiting on some players to go in the Kahoot game. Let's go ahead and play this game. Only thing you have to do is just go on the Kahoot, enter the pin number. Oh, Jeff just sent me a message. He's going to log on at 9 p.m. He had to finish something. All right, we got one person on. Come on, we need someone else. Danielle, come on, let's see. Log on to the Kahoot and let's test your HBCU knowledge. We got Ray. All right. Do anybody else want to log on? Let's see if we can get one more. Niche just told me it says 9:30. I need to change that. I do apologize. Danielle, what you mean you can't get on? We got Daz. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can see if we could get Danielle on. All right, just bear with me. All right. Let's Kahoot, y'all. Let's start. Brian McKnight is a notable alumni of which HBCU? Come on, you got to know the answer and you got to be quick about it. Let's see. Oakwood University, located in Huntsville, Alabama. Somebody said Texas. Two people said Texas Southern. One said Tuskegee. Okay, cool T. With that 869. J.B. Smoove, actor and comedian, is an alumni of which HBCU? Norfolk State University. Behold the green and the gold. Let's see who got points there. Cool T again. I want to know who this Cool T is. Dr. Hadia Nicole Green, known for laser active nanoparticles as a potential cancer treatment, went to which HBCU? Come on, we have about 7 kids from our area that we recruited to go to Alabama A&M. Let's see who got this. Okay, Daz. Daz is on the board. Reginald Lewis, first African American to build a billion-dollar company, is an alumni of which HBCU? Virginia State University. Oh, look like no. I thought somebody got that one. I could have sworn somebody got that one right now. Number 5. Nikki Giovanni Jr. is an American poet, writer, commentator, activist, educator, is an alumni of which HBCU? Spelman, absolutely correct. And I believe she's teaching right now at Virginia Tech University. All right, Cool T. Double points. David Banner is an American rapper, record producer, activist, and actor, is an alumni of which HBCU? Come on, I know y'all should have got that one right. Southern University.
I knew that one.
No, you didn't. Jim Clyburn is a U.S. congressman and alumni of which HBCU? South Carolina State University. And he's a congressman of South Carolina. Who is Cool T? I wonder if Keandra Hayes is a 2021 Olympia. Which HBCU is she attending? Now, she just went to the Olympics this past summer. Everybody got that right. Livingstone, yes, she helped put Livingstone on the map. That's also the school of Reverend Grayson. Johnson C. Smith University is named after a doctor from which city? That's right, McKeesport. I wonder if Cool T got this one. Cool T got that one right too. I'm starting to think Cool T might be Anthony Brown in disguise.
In disguise?
Yes, I think he came on as Cool T. Double the points. Jerry Rice is an alumni of which HBCU? Got to be quick. That's right, Mississippi Valley. Two people said Jackson State. That would be all right. Dez, third place. Ray, second. Cool T has won. Yes. Thank you for joining me. If you didn't join me, Danielle, I'd have been on here talking to myself. Yeah, he stood us up.
I can't leave you hanging, man. I can't leave you hanging, huh?
Yeah, so what you, for y'all that don't know, if you are looking, Tiffany from Virginia State University is Cool T. Now, since when did she become Cool T? People just be giving themselves names, don't they? Cool T. Now, for those that don't know, Danielle Spriggs is an alumni of Elizabeth City State University.
Oh, I got on the Viking Pride shirt right now.
Oh, look at you. Oh, man,
Yeah, I
that
got on the
shirt, wait a
Viking Pride
minute.
shirt
Let
right
me, let
now.
me see that shirt again.
Huh?
Now, that shirt seen better days, didn't it?
Yeah, I had it for a while.
Yeah, you had that since you was at Elizabeth City.
Shut up.
And listen, if you look in the travel, or if you look in the book a trip, tell them about Phoenix Ivy Travel Agency. Let them know.
So basically, we are a full service travel agency. We can send you anywhere around the world, internationally and domestic. We can handle your car rentals. We can handle your buses if you need to take a bus with like students somewhere.
Oh
Mr.
yes.
Vince can attest to that. We have done several travel opportunities for him with groups of students. We do flights, of course, and we do all inclusive packages, luxury packages, cruises. I have a cruise group. I do destination weddings. So we do a little bit of everything, you guys. Anything that you need travel. Phoenix Ivy Oasis Travel Agency LLC.
Now, some people are going to believe that instead of going to someone like you, is it cheaper that they could do it themselves for less money? They think if you go to a travel agency, it will cost them more. But every
I have
time I tried to
mixed
do it
views on
myself,
that,
I end up
Mr. Vince.
spending.
It just depends on what you're looking for, honestly. Because a lot of people think that when they're booking on like Expedia or one of those avenues that they're getting a cheaper price, but you are doing it at the expense of quality most of the time. Yeah, you can probably get a cheaper room or things of that nature, but there's a lot of things that travel agents know and have connections to that regular individuals won't have access to whatsoever. The vendors, they send me deals and promotions directly to my inbox. I have a relationship with vendors such as Disney, such as Carnival Cruise Line, such as Marriott, such as, the list goes on and on and on, that I'm directly linked to, that you guys don't have those relationships with. And so booking through a travel professional is going to provide quality where you're not going to find it on like Expedia and things of that nature. And then take COVID, for instance. In the situation of a pandemic, you know how many people were stranded and couldn't make it home and were stuck in a location because they booked on Expedia?
Everybody who went to Expedia and those other sites in Priceline.
Yes, they got stuck. They got stuck in Timbuktu, and they end up calling, guess who? People like me, travel professionals, to get them out of the situation that they got themselves in. So, I mean, a service is like, you can go and book the service if you want to by yourself, but you don't have that customer service, that one-on-one experience. You're not going to get somebody that you can just call up and say, hey, I'm having this issue with my travel, help me out, fix it. You're not going to get that with booking yourself on one of those booking engines. So I suggest,
Tiffany
especially
said,
during this
please
time
include
period,
your
that
information.
everybody find you a good travel professional.
You see, Tiffany said, include your information. So you can go ahead and put it in the comments, not only for Tiffany, but for anybody who's.
Absolutely, I definitely will, Miss Tiffany, and I'll provide the information below in the chat after this is over.
But tell us what would. Let's say I want to do a weekend getaway, maybe somewhere like to New York, New Jersey, and I want to travel by train just for
You
the
want to
week.
go by train for the
Never
weekend?
traveled by train. I had never got on the Amtrak and always wanted to travel by train.
I
One of those
mean, the
big cars.
trains do have really good opportunities for travel. The thing about it is, traveling by train is going to be a little bit longer than traveling, how you would typically travel, which is by air or, driving to the location, depending on how far it is to and from that particular location. But yeah, you can take a train. They have pricing and things of that nature. for train travel, and it's actually becoming and gaining traction. People are looking for less traditional ways to experience different locations.
A train is less traditional. I thought that was very traditional.
No, most people are not taking a train to go on
I mean, I
vacation.
live right down the street from Amtrak. I hear this train come and go.
When's the last? Okay, I'll ask the question this way. When's the last time you've been on vacation?
Last summer.
And which way did you? And how did you get there?
I flew.
Okay,
So I wanted
so it
to
wasn't
get
by
there.
train.
But if you go by train, I think it will be like for couples. Get a nice sleep car, we'll get in there and have the fun.
It just depends on the type of experience that you're looking for, honestly.
Absolutely. Jeff is going to join us. I thought he could talk about the holiday party and speak, and there he go.
Hello.
We got stood up by our guest for Southern University. So we did feature Southern University in New Orleans, and he sent me a text message an hour before the show. So while you're here, tell us about this holiday party that we're having. Oh. What happened to Jeff?
I don't know. I don't know. He was there and then he was like not.
So if you're looking to go to an HBCU, everyone.
Absolutely, Tiffany. I will definitely put that information in the chat for you.
Are you with us, Jeff?
I'm now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm
Tell
trying.
us about the holiday party that you're planning.
I was trying to put my headphones in, but I'm using my iPad. I'm not used to using my iPad. I'm used to using my my laptop. Now, what did you say? What was the question, Vince?
Tell us about the holiday party next month.
Nothing too much to tell other than that we're trying to put together a holiday party for HBCU alumni here in the city of Pittsburgh region for all those HBCU alums as well as students who are currently attending the HBCU as well as the friends and family being scheduled planned for December 17th from 6 to 9 at Wilson's Night Out in Swissvale. So plan on having pictures being photography taken by Rico and haven't selected the DJ as of yet. Somebody says Coach Jeff. Who's Sharonda? oh, that's Sharonda from my kickball team. She done told on me I'm Coach Jeff. Yeah. So December 17th, Wilson's Night Out in Swissvale. We're going to have us our 2021 holiday party.
Now, Jeff, I was wondering, since you haven't found a DJ yet, I was wondering that maybe I could get on the ones and twos.
No, it's not that I haven't found a DJ yet. I found several DJs who's available and accessible. I just haven't decided as to which one I want to use. When we were meeting with the young people last week, they said they wanted to make sure that we had somebody who plays some of the music that they listen to.
The trap music?
Yeah. Vince was using the term "get jiggy with it" last week.
They wanted trap music. What is Desmond talking about? No.
Yeah,
they don't talking about me DJing. No.
They don't want you on the ones and twos at all.
Haters. But we always had a good time at these HBCU holiday parties. There's something for everybody, but you're right. The last couple, the young folks left kind of early, didn't they?
Well, yeah, they got their gifts, took some pictures, got something to eat, and then they was out and about. They still wanted to hit the streets. They wanted to hit their spots.
So we got to make sure that we got to make this almost like a homecoming.
We ain't gonna have no bands playing or nothing, but we're gonna keep the music crunk.
Right. So since we don't have a guest, I was telling them this is going to be the HBCU half hour show.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought we had a guest scheduled for today. What happened?
Man, he canceled on us at 6:46 in the evening via text message. Now you know how I am with text message. I didn't even look at the text until 8:20.
Wow. Okay.
So I mean, seriously, his textbook. But we went over um, Southern University of New Orleans.
Mhm.
Everybody knows just north of 16,000 a year that goes there. That's including room and board. If you want a double, add another thousand. I mean, if you want a single room, add another thousand to that. And if you have a 2.75, you will get the out of state fee waiver and you back below 15.
Yeah.
So and you get to be in New Orleans.
Yeah.
But
I don't know
think
too
if
many
I
people gonna
was,
complain. I don't know too many people gonna complain about that.
but the thing, I don't, if I was 18, I don't think I would ever see the inside of a classroom if I was in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Be down in the French corridor.
I would have stayed down there in the French quarters. Probably would have never found my way back to that. Met me one of those Creole women. They would have put that ooh wee on me, and I probably would have never even came back home. So
I
we
ain't
got to
mad
be
at you.
careful
I ain't mad at you.
who we send down there because we want them to finish. So if you like interested in business, social work, or forensic science,
Those are the three. Those are the three promising programs that they have down there at that
yes. Now you
university.
know that's a satellite school of New Orleans of Baton Rouge. That's the big one,
Right.
and that's the
How many?
one that got
How,
the big
how many students did they say that they currently have? What's their enrollment at this
1,200.
1,200? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I believe the video said 2,500 on
Oh,
campus.
well, that's that,
2,500.
and they're a branch, and they're almost the size of some of the other smaller HBCUs.
Vince, you know my daughter is on here. Oh, I do apologize. I was telling them how that's the 18-year-old me. Now, to be honest with you, we do have to be. Environment is just as important as the school itself. If we know that a student is not focused or have a hard time concentrating or staying focused, you don't want to put them in an environment of a New Orleans or Atlanta or Miami or Daytona Beach. Me, I would have been miserable at a area like Lincoln with all them cornfields or Mississippi Valley and Ida, Mississippi. Where they don't got stop signs, they got whoa signs like whoa, Millie, whoa. So Montgomery was a happy medium for me.
Right, right. I see Sharonda said her daughter's on it. Is Sharonda? Please excuse my ignorance, Sharonda. Is your daughter currently in high school, or is she currently attending an HBCU right now, or wanting to attend an HBCU? Vince, do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
But hey, tell her she can come on here. And if she's a senior, we can put her on a Common Black app. 65 HBCUs all with one application. And she is a senior.
Mm-hmm. Sharonda, did she attend our HBCU college fair that we had a few weeks ago? Oh, there she goes. She says currently what high school?
Oh, I know who she is. That's the one Kiana Buckner had introduced me to.
Oh, from Keon, from out Penn Hills, right?
Yeah,
Penn
from
Hills.
Austin Hills. She do go to Penn Hills, and she did say she was going to tune in. So we're
Okay.
going to go up there. She have not. In fact, after the show, she's supposed to call me, and we're going to do the Common Black College app. Now, if you want to be great, if you really want to be great,
you go to 10 Central State.
You go to Alabama. Then you go. You go to Alabama State.
Yes.
It's
And so
located in Montgomery, Alabama, the cradle of the modern day civil rights movement. Where's Central located again?
Wilberforce, Ohio, about 3.5 hours, 4 hours away.
What is Central? I mean, what is Wilberforce known for? I mean, we are Montgomery, Alabama, the cradle of the modern day civil rights movement. I can't remember Central State? What is it?
Vince, you're talking about the modern civil day rights movement. We're talking about someone who's 18 years old. They're not trying to go back to Selma. They're not trying to go back and live the Martin Luther King days and all that stuff. They try to find out what's going on now. You know what I mean, our history is our history, and there's a reason why it put in its place as being history. So we're talking current right now. Now, Alabama State is an illustrious, nice university. However, but there's a whole bunch that these young people can select from, and I'm always going to fight for my alma mater, Central State University. Right, so we're scheduling a tour there January 29th. If you want to go, we're gonna get us a nice little bus up to Central State University. Vince, I don't know if you've seen that email I sent you a few hours ago.
So, are we going to visit Wilberforce? Are we going to go across the street and visit the Woo too?
Yeah, we're more than likely they're having a spring day at Central State January 29th. So we're going to take a group up, and they will feed us. So
because we definitely got to recognize if we're going to be honest, if we want to recognize Central State University, we have to recognize Wilberforce University, because without Wilberforce University, they would not have ever been a Central State University.
We acknowledge that. And I just got another email today about some good news about Wilberforce. They're partnering with the Cincinnati Reds. Wilberforce is bringing back their baseball team starting in the fall of 2022. So if we got anybody out here who's listening who wants to go to another HBCU and they're looking to play baseball, Wilberforce University will be having a baseball team starting in the fall 2022. So they're looking to do some recruiting.
Now we talked about Southern University in New Orleans. We talked about Central, but Elizabeth City. Why would somebody want to go to your HBCU, Danielle?
I went to Elizabeth City and I majored in the science field. So I was a chemistry major. Their science program is really, really amazing. But right now they're really, really doing well in the aviation department. We teamed up with a really, really good airline vendor. I forgot which airline it was, but we are definitely blazing the trails in aviation. So if aviation is something that somebody is interested in, they should definitely go and look into Elizabeth City State University for that.
Why Elizabeth City and not Tuskegee?
And also Delaware State. Delaware State also got a aviation program as well.
Exactly. And Florida Memorial. In fact, Delaware State was the original location of the Tuskegee Airmen before they moved to Tuskegee. And
original doesn't always mean best, Mr. Vince.
I didn't hear you.
She said original doesn't always mean best.
Since when?
Well, I like
some of the programs are outdated.
Oh no! Tuskegee leaves the nation in aerospace engineers there.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay, but you don't.
Elizabeth City State's going to be number one.
Now, this young lady, her daughter, want to be an anesthesiologist. She want to put folks to sleep. So, I know that Alabama State have a biology department. This good biology department. I don't know how many people we actually send to medical school, but that health field in biology and chemistry, that is your field.
Right.
So if you was to, what school would you suggest, which HBCU would you suggest for her to go?
You talking to me or you talking to her?
Danielle. She's the only person that's in that biology and chemistry field.
I personally went to Elizabeth City State University, so I would suggest she goes to Elizabeth City State.
How many people do Elizabeth City State send to medical school?
I don't know how many I don't know the statistics on how many people they send to medical school. I do know that I graduated and ended up in my field. I didn't go to medical school, but I did land in somewhere in my chemistry degree. Like I'm a technical supervisor / general manager in a laboratory. I have a chemistry degree, undergraduate degree, and I graduated from Elizabeth City State University. So,
and how old are you? I just want to make a point. How old are you?
I am. You want me to tell my age?
Yeah,
I'm 33.
33. and already at a 6-figure income, and you running a lab.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty good.
Well, she makes 6 figures. Can I borrow $2 before you go broke?
And that's just with her lab. We're not even talking about Phoenix Ivy Travel Agency.
Yeah, no, that's just my regular income. Yeah.
Are you starting to pay your dues out of Elizabeth City? Are you paying your alumni dues?
Yeah, I'm trying to let that 1,000 wear off first.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I'm gonna pay them.
All right. Now, Jeff is the president of the local Central State Alumni Association. Would you let them know how important it is for HBCU alums to pay their dues to their institutions?
Well, first and foremost, and if you're a due-paying member of your alma mater, the first and foremost is that you definitely get a lot of the firsthand information coming from the president of the university and the leadership teams from your universities. But it's also showing you that you have a love for your university and you're willing to give back and pay it forward for those who've graduated, for those who have not graduated and still are alums who have made it well and doing things in their career field. It's a way for us to be able to show our university our love and be able to, like I said, give back to the university and show our support to the students who are currently there. So we have opportunities for us to be able to offer some, we all know how it was whenever we were in college when we hold on to our last dollar. We didn't want to do laundry or eating some oodles and noodles. I might be showing my age. Some people call it ramen. I call it oodles and noodles. But still, just being a young college student who's poor on a college campus and know what it's like. And so we just want to give our opportunities back as a due-paying member of our alumni chapter, so we can be able to have opportunities to help out those students who are currently there, as well as serve as a mentor for those who are currently on those college campuses. So I encourage everyone to do their due diligence, find the way to pay your local dues to your local chapter, as well as pay your national dues, because you have opportunity to see how the impact that your money that you're paying to the university is impacting the students on the campus as well as the university.
Absolutely. I remember when I was in school, when you're talking about laundry, I remember being home. We had 3 piles. You had your colors, your darks, and your whites. But when I was in Alabama State, we had 2 piles, dirty and funky. Funky, you had to wash. Dirty, you could wear again. Every time I go to homecoming or visit, I always go to my old dorm room in Abercrombie Hall. And whoever's living in that room, I give them $100. Just because they're in my old dorm room.
That's nice. So have they renovated that dorm since you've been there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're suites. Man, what I'm talking about now we talking about Alabama, right? I was in that dorm before they had air conditioning. I'm talking about it was hot. We used to keep the doors open, put the box fan in a window just so we could get a cross breeze at night. I'm talking about it was so hot where you would take a shower and come back out just as musty as you went in.
What type of problems did y'all have?
Well, we showing our age a little bit. You said you graduated within the last 10 or 12 years, I assume. I've been, I think, 30 years, 20 some years since I've graduated, 25, 30 years since I graduated from Central State.
I had air conditioning.
No, I didn't have, not in my dorm.
Yeah, not in mine either.
Yeah.
Now, there were some dorms on campus that had AC, but we was not one of them.
Yeah, I was in an older dorm, and then that's why after our second year, I moved off campus, and we got a place. So I had AC in the place that we lived in, off campus. We know there were 6 of us. We made it do what it do. 6 of us splitting rent of $200.
Oh, and tell me y'all was still late. Let me find out y'all was still late.
No, we paid our bills. That's one thing about it, man. Kellen made sure we paid our bills on time. Kellen was the big brother. So he made sure we paid our bills on time. So give shout out to my man, Kellen Strong, my roommate at Central State and in undergrad as well as grad school at Youngstown State.
All right, so we definitely gotta help Wilberforce to get some baseball players, and we also gotta promote baseball players here. Try to help the Pirates get some people in our front office, as well as the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if you're looking for a position in professional sports, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Pittsburgh Penguins is looking for African American professionals to work in the front office.
And any of y'all people out there who's in this virtual land who's watching, we also partner with the National Aviary, and they have some positions that are open on the north side. We've partnered with them over the last few months, and they send positions for us as well. So also opportunities for anyone who wants to go into that field and working with animals, being a veterinarian or doing anything like that. They offer internships for those who are currently at HBCU, those who are in high school getting ready to go away to college, and those who are currently looking for employment. We also partner with the National Aviary.
Some of those birds there are huge. I would not want to. I mean, why would somebody want, something? There's something for everybody. But I know one thing. I've seen some of them birds. They look like pterodactyls. I'm not going in a cage with none of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they birds of prey too. I went in there and I seen this buzzard just stare. He did not take his eyes off me. There was about 12 other people standing next to me and behind me. I have no idea why this buzzard was looking at me the way it was. The buzzard, a vulture. Obviously, I'm very much alive, and he's looking at me like I'm his next meal. I thought they only feast on dead carcasses.
Right.
So I think next week, Desmond told me we need to get Albany State on. And
Albany State?
Yes. I think we did. We didn't do Albany State yet, but she wanted to do Albany State. I was thinking about a school in Texas, either Jarvis Christian or.
Well, you know what, Vince? Since we missed out on an opportunity, or I'm not gonna say we missed out on an opportunity, Texas Southern didn't show up for HBCU College Fair. So I think we're going to reach out to Texas Southern. They owe us a visit, but at the minimum they could do, they should be able to log on to our HBCU Power Hour and give us an update what's going on down there at Texas Southern, since they didn't come to our HBCU College Fair. So yeah,
somebody told me they was the Howard of the West.
That's what the golf coach told me.
Okay. So and Texas Southern said no, they the Texas Southern in the United States Capitol. So we need to find out. But I do know they're in the SWAC. I do know Michael Stranahan came from them. And that's all I know about Texas Southern.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And they right outside of Houston, right?
Yep, that's what he said. Mm-hmm. He said a nice new campus, renovated. So he talked them up. So I definitely would like to get them involved. And so if anybody's out there who's listening, if there's a particular university that you guys, that's an HBCU that you guys want to hear from, that you might have checked on their website or you heard something about, and you want to learn a little bit more, if you want us to get those university on, just let us know, and Vince will do his due diligence to try to reach out to them and get them on board.
All right, and I think we want to go ahead and wrap up. Now remember, December the 17th, Wilson's Night Out with DJ Vince on the ones and twos. Don't shake your head no.
There will be a flyer. There will be a flyer going out. Hopefully, I think I just spoke to the graphic designer who's doing it. He said he'll have my first draft on Friday. So this Friday, hopefully we'll be able to get a draft of it, and then by Monday of next week we'll be having the flyer going out for people to save the date and be ready to come out to kick it with us.
With DJ Vince.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay away from the food, and you got to stay away from the music, man.
Man, you burn 30 pounds of chicken one time. People would not let you live it down.
I'm not ever letting that go. And it was not just burnt. It was like
it was black and
pulverized. It was done.
It was Cajun. So
yeah. So what we got going on? We got any parties going on? We got any Kahoot going on? What's going on? How long going?
We did a Kahoot, and Cool T won.
Okay.
We definitely did a Kahoot.
Okay.
We're just gonna wrap this up. So Desmond won Albany. You want to do Texas Southern? Since Desmond won't come on and host anymore, I guess we're gonna go with Texas Southern.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive to go there too. But
yeah.
Let's see. But we have a lot of scholars in this area. That is not going to be a problem. Sharonda, give me a call. Let's do this Common Black College app, baby. And let's get this child all set to go to an HBCU.
Vince, before you play the party, tell people as well. We have some universities that's going to be online tomorrow with the HBCU house party with Mr. Brown.
Oh yes, my man, the Vince Elliott of Cleveland. Now he's going to get mad when he hears this. He's going to be like, "Do you want to restate that?" Now, Anthony Brown, he is the nation's HBCU advocate. He's been doing this a lot longer than us, and the Cleveland, the Black, what is it, the Black College Association of Cleveland, or the Cleveland Black College Council. They having their college fair, I believe, on the 19th and the 20th of this month.
Mhm.
That's on a Friday and a Saturday. They got about 40 or 60 HBCUs coming. They got about 5,000. They usually have about 5,000 students to show up. They doing just like ours. If you missed ours, you got an opportunity to take the short trip to Cleveland and goes to their college fair. And they do on-the-spot acceptance, on-the-spot scholarships. And tune in tomorrow just on HBCU United or HBCU United Cares and watch the HBCU house party. Now, if you don't like this show, that's fine. The HBCU house party is 10 times better than ours for now. For now, all right? We are going to, I believe in case, copy and steal everything. So until next week, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see you next week with Texas Southern.
Vince, also let them know what time the Anthony Brown show is tomorrow from 8:30, believe to, and how they can access. The access is the same way they access this show.
Yes, on their show on HBCU Alumni and HBCU Care. Go on one of those. They're also on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Pinterest. No, we haven't copied that part yet, but we're going to get Pinterest too. So, like I said, we copy and steal everything. Mm-hmm. Yes, Anthony Brown, I stole his presentation. I stole this type of show here, but he raised money for HBCUs. So every time he features an HBCU, he's raising money for that school, and the money goes directly to the school. It don't go to him. It don't stop at him. It literally goes directly to the school.
And he's also affiliated with the United Negro College Fund.
Yes, and he's also the National Alumni President for the United Negro College Fund. I can't steal that title, but not yet.
All right, Vince, think about it.
Steal everything. If the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, we see you next week at the HBCU Power Hour.